Their domestic economy was, it seems, directly linked to the mammoth. They used the mammoth for both transport and as beasts of burden for meat, skin, fat, and ivory. It is beyond doubt that we are dealing with a genuine case of symbiosis between man and animal. Mammoths were forced north by changing climate conditions, and the Ukels followed. Some prehistoric cave drawings, identified as being of Ukel origin, have led the scientific community to conjecture that at one time the Ukels realized the incredible achievement of domesticating mammoths. They are, to our knowledge, the only prehistoric people to have represented a man astride a mammoth. Ukel life was thus intimately linked to that of their pachyderms. They used their hides for clothing and to build roofs, walls, and houses. They used their tusks to construct the frameworks of their dwellings and for weapons, tools, and jewelry. Curiously, the disappearance of the mammoth 1,200 years ago had no immediate impact on the Ukels' way of life. It seems that they were able to retain the strong link that they tied to the mammoths throughout the millennia. As incredible as it might seem, Ukels still feed on mammoth meat today, and use mammoth hide for clothing and to roof their dwellings. Their craftsmanship of mammoth ivory is altogether remarkable. It appears that the Ukels have managed to retain their ancestral habits by using over the years the many frozen mammoth bodies that are perfectly preserved in the frozen Siberian wastes. They are said to have lived off this enormous pantry for more than 30 centuries. To do this, they have hollowed out a vast network of caves in the frozen underground. The frozen ground, according to the intrepid explorer Marie Byudrinov, Ukel civilization has now gone underground. 100%. They've turned into dwarves. Too long for gamers, yeah. I don't think Bodykin can get in there, yeah. Specialists in the paleontology department at St. Petersburg have never credited Ukel myth and legends. However, the legend of the Siberian ice arc is typical of such folklore. It has long been considered a fable told by shaman in the evening to ward off the boredom of the long Siberian winter months. The legend tells that somewhere on a lost island to the north of the tundra there still exists live mammoths, relics of the long gone ice age, a tiny population that has been preserved for more than 12 centuries under Ukel care. The island of the pachyderms inhabitants is called Syberia, Syberia with a Y. To many notes, I add the tale to my notes, not to many. To my notes, I add the tale of this legend as Marie Byudrinov related it in her memoirs. It agrees on all points with statements from Ukels I had the fortune to meet. Although this story constitutes no proof of the existence of the island of Syberia, it forms a tantalizing hypothesis. Scarlet bramble. That is what we have. When fall arrives, the odor of its flowers is so strong that it is known to awaken hibernating Yuki. Bluegrass. Okay, so I probably need something else. I don't know. Scarlet bramble. Mixed with walrus blubber or tallow, this scarlet bramble is frequently used in Ukel medicine. The fumes released by burning it have considerable healing properties. The shamans recount that the plant only grows on the tomb of one whose soul is at peace. The legend of Syberia. At the end of the last ice age, there were huge climate changes. Much of the land was flooded by water. This sudden environmental variation of the existence of a number of animal species in danger, including the mammoths that inhabited the lands of the Siberian North at that time. The Ukels, a particularly advanced people for their age, set about the construction of an enormous ark like that of Noah, with the objective of preserving the mammoths, objects of religious devotion, from extinction. May Llama God be with you. Yes, I do remember you. I do, indeed. Welcome back. Welcome back. Syberia is an island? It is a island. It is true. Syberia is a island. The enormous craft was entirely constructed of mammoth tusks and was loaded with a small herd of beasts and huge quantities of fur. The fate of the ship was entrusted to several particularly courageous members of the Ukel clan. Their mission, should they choose to accept it, was to lead the animals toward the welcoming climbs. Go ahead, tell me how I'm saying that wrong. Once, once such lands were discovered, it was agreed that they would unload the animals and then come back to spread the tidings of their good fortune. It wasn't until 10 years later that the Ark returned to its starting place. The Yukels who had remained on the continent were surprised to find the ship empty, but for the perfectly preserved bodies of several mammoths in the ice that packed the bottom of the ship. They took this mysterious offering as a sign from the gods and ate the mammoth in a memorial feast. Memorable feast. We already got this whole story in the last one, but they got to tell us because, you know, people might not have played the second one. I mean the first one, not the second one. Obviously they played the second one because they're reading this, but there you go. A week later, carried along by ocean currents, the Ark set sail again. Once more, it returned 10 years later with more frozen mammoths on board. The phenomenon continued for millennia. Every 10 years, the Ark would have reappear, each time filled with immaculately preserved mammoths. Oh, goodness. The Yukels interpreted the phenomenon as an act of benevolence on part of the souls of their congeners. Whatever. Congeners. Who had died during the Ark's first journey in some infernal maritime cataclysm. They made a religion of the Ark with its own rites and customs that was marked by the periodic appearance of the Phantom ship and its precious cargo. This is when we talked about cargo cults on the last time we played. I think, not the last time, but on one. I think, right, the first time. Wow, does this book go on forever? As a real book does. For centuries, nothing seemed to affect the Ark's mysterious roundabout. One day, however, the Ark returned earlier than expected and empty. This was 100 years ago. The poor Yukels fell into a deep despair. Everything they had believed in and had been the foundation of their culture. Oh, goodness. Since the dawn of time, lost meaning. The most valiant tried hard to maintain hope, especially because the Ark still continued its peregrinations. Peregrinations into the unknown, borne away on the seasonal ocean tides. But one morning the Ark refused to set sail. Many Yukels then left their village forever, trailing their despair across the tundra. Sometimes they could be encountered in the smoke-filled drinking holes of the last outposts of civilization. These poor sodden souls drown their befuddled minds in alcohol, recounting their unlikely mammoth tales to fellow alcoholics. When the explorer Bodrinov arrived... I have the attention span for a real book, it's true. Bodrinov arrived among the Yukels. She noted the presence of what was once a ship. Only the Yukels could perceive the mythical craft of their legends beneath the layers of ice that accumulated over centuries. She put forward the hypothesis that the accumulated ice had eventually doubled the volume of the Ark and rendered it incapable of negotiating the dangers posed by floating ice in the Arctic flow. I, Alexei Tukyanov, can confirm that the observations of this audacious adventure are true. The Ark that leads to the Isle of Syberia is indeed real, and even if I have not found the formal proof, I am convinced of this isle's existence, and that remnants of a mammoth population may still live there today. Okay. So, there's the thing that I still needed to put the stupid thing in. Do I need anything else from here so I don't have to walk all the way freaking back? No? Okay. Look at that. The, thing? The goblet of... I don't know what it's called. I can't think of the word. Thanks for the reading. Bravo. Yes. I yawn a lot, especially when I stream, for two reasons. One, it's late, and two, because I have to speak a lot, and when you speak a lot, you don't get as much oxygen. Or you do? No, that can't be true. That can't be true. No. I yawn a lot because I'm tired. Evidently, it's because I'm tired. All right. Where do we go now? It's 1:31 here for me. It is 11. Oh, so you must... How is it 1:31? Oh, 1:31 p.m. Wow, you are on the other side of the planet. 1:31 p.m. Goblet of Fire? No, not Goblet of Fire, but that would be cool too. I was actually thinking the Holy Grail. I was thinking of the Holy Grail. It's only 11:32 p.m. in our time zone. Okay, so the Yokel Relic, blam, done, and a blam. Oh, it's a little candle. I thought that they were huge candles. And a blammo. You know, wouldn't you want to put this like closer to him instead of like on the other side of the room? Don't burn yourself. Don't burn yourself. Hey, check out this cool book I found. Oh, this isn't going to cause him to have hallucinations. Not at all. What happened to him? I don't know, he just like got sick. Yeah, that was the only thing I had to find. Hey, Hans. Hey, dude. Are we ready to go yet? God damn.
How's it going?
Kate, okay. Yes. What am I doing here?
We healed you with magic.
It's a long story.
Are we going yet?
Can you walk?
I'd like to, but...
Don't move, Hans. I'm going to find a way to get us out of here.
I will find a sled. The sled that's under your bed. Nope, I can't use that sled. I'm a poet and I didn't even think I was. Bodykin, I don't need those kinds of things. That makes me feel sad when you say I'm doing it wrong again. I'm just trying hard. Can we take this with us?
Enough smoke for one day.
No, I want to take it with me. That is a magic thing that heals people. And all we need is the stupid root. And the root is growing constantly, so let's dig it up and grow it somewhere else. Okay. We gotta go find a sled. I don't know where we're gonna find a sled. Do I have a sled? No, I have a brush. Okay. Stay here. I will go take care of everything like I always do, because I'm Kate Walker, the lawyer. And as everyone knows, lawyers are excellent at solving problems. I mean, my lawyers do nothing but solve problems. I need a sled. Sled, people? Do you have a sled? Excuse me, sir? Do you have a sled? No? No sled? Yes, sled? Do you have a sled? It only grows on the grave of one pure of heart, or something like that. Who died and was fulfilled, or something like that. So, where would I find a sled? The sled, not a sled, the sled. Well, you know what? Let's go talk to this guy and rub it in his face that everything is fine. Be like, we took care of it. We took care of it, dick. Here in the US, lawyers are more exacerbating problems, I think. Yeah, it's true. Alright. Did I pick up anything? No, I didn't pick up anything. Why would I pick up a lock to get in there where the sled would be? Or a key, not a lock. I mean, a key. But maybe when I talk to him, he'll be like, well, get out of here. Here, take this key. Oh. Oh, dang. Maybe he's dead. Oh, get that key. Get that. Just steal it. He doesn't need it. He's a jerk anyway. Just get out of there now. See anything, actually? See anything else you can take? Kate's very much like, I need it, so I'm just gonna take it. Why should I care? Why should it matter? Stealing things is what Kate does. She steals things and comes up with elaborate excuses for why it's okay for her to do it. Get in there, Kate. Stop screwing around. Come on, Kate. Get your... God damn it. Alright, there's that to... No. Can we put together a sled real quick?